Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Ultraman Tiga. Now, this character comes from the 1996 series Ultraman Tiga, which is probably my favorite Ultraman show. Again, as of me recording this, I have yet to see any other Ultra-related show, so I do apologize for that. As far as shows go, it's only been Tiga and the original Ultraman, so I do plan on checking out more stuff. In fact, as of me uploading this, I'm pretty sure I already started Ultra Q, and after that, I do plan on checking out other Ultraman related stuff. So yeah, I do. It's just I don't know. I've been slacking. So again, all you Ultraman fans out there, I do apologize. I'm still kind of getting the hang of things, but I digress. Speaking of holding things off, this figure, just like with the SH Figuarts Ultraman that I reviewed last week, I've actually had this guy since like April, and I don't know why. I've just been holding off this guy's review. So I don't know. I don't know why. I've just been holding it off for months now, but I am getting to it now. So hopefully that does make up for all this time that I didn't review Ultraman Tiga here. So yeah, I'm getting to him now, and yeah, hopefully this just works out, but I digress. Anyway, I've been rambling on for far too long. Let's just get into this. Like usual, to start this review, we'll be taking a look at the paint first, and the painting on this figure, just like with the SH Figuarts Ultraman, I think is very solid, so let's take a closer look at that. So this figure has a lot of very vibrant colors, like all the reds and all of this bluish, purplish color, really pops here, and I think it does look very good and pretty, close to what we see, in the show itself. We also have a lot of bits of this metallic silver, which also looks very nice. We have these little gold bits right here on his chest and on his back here too. And just like with the Figuarts Ultraman, this guy's eyes are painted white with a couple pieces of transparent plastic covering each eye, which really gives this figure more character. And his color timer here is painted a very bright shade of blue. So yeah, for the most part, the quality is about the same as the SH Figuarts Ultraman that I reviewed last week. But obviously, this is a different character, so obviously the colors are going to be different, but the quality is pretty much the same. So yeah, the painting on this figure is very good. So the painting on this figure, I'd say definitely gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the articulation, and the articulation on this figure is pretty solid. So let's take a closer look. So first off, at the base of the head here, we have a little bit of a ball joint. From side to side, it's a little limited there, but he can look up a decent amount. Not as much as Ultraman, but still, it's decent. And he can look down like so. The base of the neck here is on a ball joint. The shoulders here, they can't really move forward as much as the original Ultraman, but still, they can move forward a little bit, so there's something there at least. But anyway, the arms can move outwards like so. And we have a swivel here. We have a double bend in the elbow here, as well as a very limited swivel here as well. The hand is on a ball joint, so he can move pretty much like so. Just like with the original Ultraman, all three of these parts are a rubbery material, so it's much easier to pose this guy. So anyway, the base of the chest here is on a ball joint, and the base of the waist here is on a ball joint as well. Tiga can kick forward about that far, and can kick backwards about that far. He can spread outwards like so, though sometimes the joints can get a little stuck. So there you go, he can spread like that. There's a little bit of a swivel in the knees here, but there is also a double bend as well. At the ankles here, we have a pretty decent ankle pivot there. They can move backwards like so, and his toes can point upwards. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation on this figure. It's not as it's not as articulated as the Figuarts Ultraman that I reviewed last week, but the joints are much tighter here, so it's kind of a double-edged sword here. So, yeah, the articulation on this figure is still very good, so the articulation here, again, I'd say definitely gets a pass. Just like with Ultraman, Tiga comes with a few accessories, and a good number of them being a bunch of alternate hands you can put on Tiga. Just like with Ultraman, though, I am again too lazy to show you guys how these look on the actual figure itself. If you want to know how to put them on, it's pretty simple. You just pop the hands that are already on the figure off and just, pop the new. It's pretty simple stuff. And yeah, again, I'm just too lazy to show how all these hands look on camera, so I'm just showing you just the hands individually. So yeah, there you go right there. Tiga also comes with an alternate color timer piece to sort of recreate the part in the show where his energy gets low, which is pretty frequent. One last accessory that Tiga comes with is an alternate arm piece to make it look like he's firing his Specium Ray. Though, the way his arms, articulate, he can't, properly, recreate the pose from the show, which is a little frustrating. That, and for some reason, this arm joint is just way too loose to, support anything like this. So expect this to be loose if you buy this figure. So, yeah, but yeah, besides that, that's pretty much it for the accessories with this figure. Not as much as Ultraman, but still, there's a decent amount here, so it's not the end of the world here. Now, we'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpting on this figure, I think, looks very nice, This looks, one-to-one to how Tiga looked in Ultraman Tiga. All the proportions here are just right. Nothing's too big, nothing's too small, and overall, everything on this figure just looks nice and just fits together perfectly. So, yeah, the sculpting on this figure is great. So the sculpting here, I'd say, definitely gets a pass. Now, we'll take a look at the detailing. And the detailing on this figure is very solid, so let's take a closer look at that. Starting off with the head here, we can see that everything here is very smooth and shiny, which looks good. His eyes have a fair bit of detailing here, sort of like this, insect eye thing the Ultramen Ultras usually have, which I think looks nice here. And his ears here, again, have a decent bit of detailing as well. Moving to the torso here, again, we have a lot of really nice detailing here. We have a lot of different, creases and folds, in the suit here to, again, really give it that, guy in a suit sort of feel. And you can, really see that, here with, the shoulders, and I just think that looks really cool. It, definitely gives this figure a lot of personality, so I do like that. And we do get a little bit of that on the arms here as well. Going to the legs here, again, everything here is detailed very nicely, and a little bit of creasing here at the bottom of the leg here, just above the ankles. Again, this is the start of the Heisei era for Ultraman, so this is when they were starting to the suits were becoming to become a little more updated, so that we saw less creases and folds in the suits, unlike with the original Ultraman, where we saw plenty of creases and folds in the suit, in the show. So yeah, but still, just a lot of really nice detailing throughout this, just throughout this figure. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. The detailing here, I think, is very solid. So the detailing on this figure, I'd say, definitely gets a pass. Now we'll do some size comparisons. Here we have the SH Figuarts Ultraman. Here we have the Bandai Ultra Hero Series Ultraman Tiga. Here we have the Jazzwares 5-inch Sonic the Hedgehog. Shout out to all my ZW4Kids homies out there. And of course, here we have some hand sanitizer. And here we have Dr. Billy Grant. So at the end of the day, should you get this figure? I'd say yes. He's not as posable as Ultraman, but still, I do think that the SH Figuarts Ultraman Tiga is a very good figure, and I still recommend that you pick him up. As far as price tags go, unfortunately, this guy is discontinued on Hobby Link Japan, so you can't really buy him anymore. Again, sorry for the wait, but yeah, you do have to get him through eBay now for about $95, which sounds like a lot. And to be fair, it is a lot of money, but at the same time, like, I don't know, considering that there are SH Monster Arts figures that cost like almost $300, like MSRP, I think $90, like aftermarket price on eBay, is not bad at all. I think like the original MSRP for this guy was like 45 bucks, which is not bad at all. So yeah, I do recommend that you pick this guy up. You know, whether it be $45 or $95, the SH Figuarts Ultraman Tiga is still a very solid figure, and I definitely recommend that you pick him up. So yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.